Hi, and we're back. I have a different shirt on because I'm a slob and I spilled Gatorade all over myself. And I'm having our picture taken. Let's pose for. No. Oh, we were. Look at us. We were all in. All right, there. That was my awkward smile pose. It's like my wedding pose.
Oh.
Yeah, it's great.
Hello.
Hi. Hi. So, hello everybody. We're back. I'm here with Paul McComas. He's the head of animation tech at EA. Oh my God, it flipped over and I lost my place as to where I am because I have the questions and I've been reading them all day and I can't remember them. Hi, Paul.
Hey.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you do?
Yeah, I'm an animation engineer. I've been working at EA for many years. I work on such titles as FIFA and many of the sports products and some of the other things like Battlefront. But the thing that I really enjoy doing is helping animation come to life. And I realized early on that I am not a skilled animator, but I do enjoy seeing really good animation. And so what I like to think of doing is taking these beautifully crafted art and sequencing it in the game to make it really interactive and responding to what the player is doing.
Awesome. I too am not a very skilled animator. I hope my boss isn't watching. I am. I'm good enough. That's right.
Yeah.
Isn't that all you need?
Good finger posing.
So obviously, you love enabling people to do the best work they can. So what kind of got you into animation? What was like your thing?
So I spent quite a bit of time in different areas of game development. You know, I did rendering, I did front end, I did pipelines, and the thing that I love about animation is it's the most direct control to the user. It's like you change what you're doing on the stick, and that character is moving differently. And although it's showing up as pixels on the screen, it's really about animation, about how that guy moves. And I really wanted to affect how characters moved around in the world, and the only way to do that really is through animation.
Nice. Yeah, yes. Yes, we are the important parts. Does everybody get that? Us. It's us.
You know, it could just be skeletons running around on the game.
It could, but, it'd be fine because we would sell the character. That's all we need. We would also decide how much cloth they had,
Yeah, everything.
And you'd know what the cloth was because there'd be extra bones, but there wouldn't be any. We don't need meshes, any of that. We'll be fine.
Yeah, I worked quite a while in FIFA as well, and FIFA's a pretty interesting game in that the engineers have a lot of control on how that game feels, and so I felt really empowered to, how the guy dribbles, how he moves, what happens when you move the stick. It was really under control from the animator and the engineer who's putting those in and figuring out what to play and when. And so it's like, well, you unleash that power and you go like, wow.
Yeah.
I literally am changing how millions of people are playing a game by tweaking a few lines of code.
That's awesome. Yeah. Sweet. So, you kind of already answered this, but I'm going to ask the question anyway in case you want to elaborate any further. But what do you hope to accomplish with your work? You said already, you want to get really great feeling controls and movement in the hands of players and whatnot. But what more is there to it?
Yeah. So for me, it's all about helping create better animation through technology. So it's like, what can I do to help animators and designers and people who create these games make a better experience? How can I take this animation, which looks beautiful in mocap, which looks great in Maya, but somehow didn't really feel good in the game? How can I make that feel good? How can I take something that maybe just needs some tweaks here and there to sort of procedurally manipulate it to get it to feel more responsive? What can I do there to make it so that this awesome craft that someone has lovingly put together really feel like it makes the character come alive?
Nice. Well, I like that you do that, and I'm sure all the other animators do as well who work with you. So on behalf of all of them, thank you.
Yeah, it's like you see animators and they spend hours creating these amazing animations, and you're like, okay, I see what you're doing here, but maybe let's work together and we can take these assets and not have you spend so much time creating so many versions of this one thing?
Right.
And so it's like, how can we procedurally create, a system so that instead of creating 40,000 different transition animations, you only need to do a few that are important.
But I really enjoy animating, left turn 45.
How can I get
right
this
foot
to
and
idle?
Left foot. Yeah, I want to do all of those all of the time.
Exactly.
Why are you taking away jobs?
I'm taking away crappy jobs.
That's fair. That's a good point.
Just like the intern at the guys. Now it's like, oh, shit, that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah. He does. He's like, that's like the stories you hear where, like, there was an intern who animated, like, the toe on the dinosaur in Jurassic Park, right? Like, that's, yeah. All right. So let's see. What's your favorite bit of game animation? Like, what game have you played, or what work have you done, or anything? What's, like, your favorite? What's the thing that when somebody says, dude, what rocks your boat?
So obviously, For me, it's all about in-game animation. So although the scripted cutscenes in these amazing games are really impressive, what I like is the technical kind of achievement that you can only get from manipulating animations at runtime. So when I see a well-constructed movement set, like in Uncharted or in some other third-person action animation games, like, when you see that weight transfer and that movement, it really helps me sell it. I'm really proud of the work that we've done on FIFA as well. You might not think FIFA is that much special to do with animation, but it is literally a game about 22 guys running around the field.
Yeah,
it's all about locomotion. So getting those little contextual snippets of animation to play at the right time and feel seamless is really, really important. So, Uncharted, FIFA, we've got a lot of really amazing stuff happening with, like, Battlefront 2. I'm really impressed with so many of the animators that we have at EA and around the industry. Here, it's, like, amazing looking at, like, the first-person animation in the Firewatch. It's it's so good. These little fidget animations.
Like when he picks up the thing and it's like, oh, look at that.
Yeah, and then it's like, and you start running, and he puts it away seamlessly and stuff. And it's like, I noticed that stuff. And like Ryan Duffin with all his, like, reload animations and how much work and detail he goes into to sort of, like, making all that seamless and perfect is, like, I really appreciate that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I think that I totally agree. I love watching, like, just those little details where, like, that they fought for the time. To get that in, right? And they're like, I just need to get, this thing blocked in or whatever, but I'm going to get that little fidget in. I'm going to get that little weight shift in that, maybe not everybody's going to notice, but the people who notice are going to notice.
That one guy who put in the first, like, reload that only shows up 1 in 100 times.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, now it's everywhere.
Yeah, now
but it's like, that's great. That's someone going above and beyond to sort of really show one person that something really cool is going to happen when you see it.
Yeah, awesome. Let's see if we have any questions on there. There's a question. For FIFA, do you mocap all of the players?
Mocap. We have some star players that we mocap, definitely, but obviously we can't mocap everyone. We do have a local team in Vancouver called Whitecaps, who we do get in a lot, and we have actors for, celebrations and maybe some of the more stunt scenes. We would have, more stuntman type things for, like, the collisions and the slide tackles and that kind of thing. So
nice.
It's a big range.
Yeah. Let's see. All right, so we've got, they're going with that, and I think maybe they're set up. I can't tell what's going on over there. Before I do any more questions, how are we? Are they looking good? Are they? Oh, I have to log into my laptop. All right, I'm gonna tag in Mike really quick. Mike, come here, tag in. You gotta tag in so I can go log.
All right, so hi, my name's Tim Borelli.
Hey, I like this question here. Hey, how has your workflow changed since you started working on games? Is there anything you think new people to the industry should know? And to me, like, one thing I find about the games industry, and especially animation, is that everyone is really supportive of everyone. And I really like the fact that everyone in the animation industry is trying to improve the craft of animation globally. We're not just, like, tearing down other games. We're not saying this is bad or this is this. We're like, actually, we get inspired by how other people are creating new stuff, and we're like, hey, we should put that in our game, or we're like, we're trying to, like, discover how we can improve our own craft.
Yeah. I mean, that's the whole point of this and the boot camp and all of that is how do we, as a group, not keep solving the same problem separately.
Yeah.
But if you figured out a way to do a thing, let's
share
it so that we can figure out the next thing. So, hey, Paul, this has been a fantastic conversation.
Thanks, Tim.
And so up next, we'll be throwing it to the Tech Art Workshop. In a little bit, I got a little anxious. So
that's not like you, Tim.
I know, and well, what can I say? I feel a little different than I have before. But what is going to be great about this next talk is that it is a bunch of amazing technical artists, right? And I think they're kind of a lot of the unsung heroes in a lot of ways, because you don't necessarily always see their work directly, but they're the ones that are setting up a lot like what you guys are doing in animation programming, right? So I'm excited for you guys to get some tips, some tricks, see some workflow, ways to speed you up. So, Paul, always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
And we're going to throw it over to that group over there.